The safest hands in Kidderminster joins us now at Harriers Hotline. Welcome, Luke Simpson.
Thank you for having me.
Mate, listen, it's a pleasure. Pleasure's all mine. In fact, actually, Luke, you kind of owe me one anyway, because at the Reading game, remember we beat Reading 2-1. Remember that?
Yeah.
Great game. I might have walked across the pitch very slowly. I don't know. I might have done that. But I was the other side. I was in the east stand. I went to the main stand, and then I was stood by this quite attractive lady. You've done well there, pal. And there was this little kid, this little baby, but the baby was crying. So I kept smiling at the baby and then singing The Wheels on the Bus and all that for about 5 minutes. Little did I know, they were waiting for Luke Simpson to finally finish his walk around the pitch. And then the baby stopped crying when Daddy came and picked the baby up. And I was like, "Hey, Luke." You just blanked me, man. You blanked
sorry,
me.
man.
But that's okay, man. That's okay.
No, thank you.
You didn't know what was happening at the time, but there you go. That's fine. Thank you, Luke. Luke, is this the best season in your career?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
There's a little bit of a pause there, Luke. It's like you were trying to remember other seasons.
I was trying to think. It definitely is, yeah. Yeah, to be fair, it is. On and off the pitch, everything has been really good so far.
So let's go back. Let's go back to Luke Junior days. When did you decide you wanted to be a goalkeeper?
My dad was a goalkeeper.
Oh, okay.
So it was one of them. Like, to be fair, I tried out at left back. Weren't much good. I was probably 3 times the size of everybody else my age. So common denominator. My dad was a keeper. I'm a giant. Put me in goal.
Yeah. How tall are you, Luke?
I'm 6'2" now. To be fair, the rate I was growing at when I was up until being about probably 16, you'd have probably put me down to be about 6'6". But,
wow.
Slowed down.
Hello, ladies. Yeah, no, that well done. So that explains everything. Your dad did it, and then you did it as well. That's excellent. Now, when I had Hemo on, I said, "Hemo, what were your first pair of boots?" And he just thought it was the funniest question, and he was like, "I think it was Reeboks, I think it was Birmingham. I think it was Reeboks, I think it was Reeboks." So, but for you, I'm going to say, what was your first pair of gloves? Do you remember your first pair of gloves?
Yeah, Adidas finger saves. Don't know if you can remember them.
No idea, because I'm not a goalkeeper.
So they restrict your hand from going backwards, like your fingers from going backwards.
Wow.
It's not really done much good if you look at my fingers now, but we was playing, me and my brother was playing in the garden, and he smacked the ball and it sort of like jolted my finger back. So my mum and dad were like, "Right, we need to go and get him some goalkeeper gloves," and I picked the finger saves.
And then, the rest is history. The rest is history.
Yeah.
There you go. Have you still got them?
No, I haven't.
Come on. You really?
Should have kept them.
You should have definitely kept them. You really should have done. You've been at some big clubs like Leicester. Do you remember that time you were at Leicester?
Yeah.
But you're at a massive club now. So how did you end up at Kidderminster Harriers?
To be fair, like everybody's journey in football, it's up and down and round and round and messing around and stuff. But but when I come through at Oldham, and then went to Leicester and Accrington, Watford, York, and then floated around a little bit. To be fair, it was probably from being 21 up until signing at Kidderminster. I spent 4 years not giving a chance, really.
No.
It's you can't prove yourself if you don't get given a chance. And then thankfully I landed at Kidderminster, and I love it here. I know people probably think, "Oh, you meant to say that," but I genuinely love it here. It's by far the best club that I've been at.
What do you put that down to?
The people.
Yeah.
I would say good people in the club, good people around the club, good people out of the club. it fits everything that I'm about. Like, I'm, you know, I'm a positive person.
Yeah.
I try and be as positive as I can day to day and stuff. But when it's married in with a load of positive people around you and good people around you, it's a happy life.
Excellent. So next question is, what's a day like in the life of Luke Simpson?
Non-stop.
Well, how many kids have you got? How many kids have you got?
Two.
Two.
My little boy Parker, he's 4, and my little girl Myla, she's 10 months tomorrow.
Yeah, I know her well, mate. I know her well.
Yeah, she likes you.
Say hello from me when you see her tomorrow. Yeah.
I will do, mate. Yeah, cheers.
So
the day in the life of me.
Yeah, tell me. Sorry.
Yeah, so I get up in the morning, early doors, because I travel obviously from Manchester. I don't know if you know that, but I travel from Manchester.
Wow.
So I get up probably about 6:30, on the road straight away, go to Lim, meet Mark Carrington and Devante Redmond. From Lim, we drive to Junction 15 at Stoke. We meet Cliff Moyle and Lewis Montrose. Wow. 5 of us pile in a car, go down to Kidderminster, train. Obviously, training differs from day to day. Tuesdays, if we've not got a midweek game, Tuesdays and Thursdays will be like a double day, and you'll do gym in the afternoon. Mondays are usually recovery kind of days. Fridays, game prep. We have Wednesdays as a rest day. So obviously every day differs in that respect, but then finish training, back to Junction 15, drop the lads off, back to Lim, drop the other lads off, back home, and then
fall
play
asleep.
with the kids.
Fall asleep.
Yeah, hopefully I'm back in time to have a couple of hours with the kids before bedtime.
Wow.
Then put the kids down to bed, make some tea, chill out for a couple of hours, get some kip, redo it again the next day.
Do you know what? I didn't realise how far away some of the players live, but because we're in currently just for this season, we're in the Conference North. So are there games where you're like, hang on a minute, it's just down the road, I'm just going to meet you there?
Yeah. Like, for example, for me, Curzon and Ashton. Wow. It couldn't get any closer for me. So really? I put you on chat. It couldn't get any closer for me, really. It's 15 minutes away.
Wow, that's amazing. That's brilliant. Do they let you in, or they're like, nah, we've got to see the squad first before we let you in? You're just a liar. You're just some guy with a pair of gloves. That's all you are. Now, this is a question I want to ask a goalkeeper for ages. How much abuse do you get from the away fans?
Loads. It's getting more and more. Yeah, honestly, loads.
What do they say? What do they say?
Usually it's like screaming when I'm taking a goal kick because they really think that puts me off.
Your shit.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
To be fair, I get a lot of fat stuff and got no hands. Just generic rubbish that gets dished at goalkeepers, but it's getting louder and louder, especially at home games.
Oh, really? Yeah, but at the moment we seem to be getting more away fans, especially Hereford when they came to play. There was more there.
And then, to be fair, Hereford with the penalty thing, obviously we won in the cup, didn't we? I saved the pen.
Yeah.
So I was getting loads of you're a cheat, and all this stuff when I was quite clearly not off the line, but their manager was on the wind up in his interview and saying I was off the line by a yard.
Of course. So, like Josh Gowling?
Yeah.
A former Kidderminster Harriers player.
I know, yeah. Was he captain as well?
Yeah, he was a great player at the time, and his missus was super fit. But yeah, that's a different story. Talking of penalties, one of my last questions is, which I'm going to ask now, is, do you like penalties? Could you take one if Russ Penn says to you, right, Luke, listen, it's your time to shine, mate. You've got to take one. There's no one left.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you?
Definitely, yeah.
Would you be better than Kepa in the cup final?
I'd like to think so. I'd hope so, yeah. But if it got to the 11th pen, then I'll start questioning myself anyway. Well, I've not got closer to a couple, but like Van Dijk's pen the other day, where he stuck it top corner. I'd fancy myself to do that.
That would be awesome. Right, I've literally lost where I am now. Yeah. So what's the best game you've played in? And you can't say West Ham because that's boring and we lost and it still annoys me to this day.
To be fair, I'll probably go from my Football League debut. Just because I was 19.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I saved the pen.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and obviously it was just a different experience. Like, you know, to be playing in the Football League and things at 19 is, it was good. Yeah, so I'll probably go for that because it was my first.
I like that. That's a great story, actually. It's a great story. Hopefully there'll be a better one to come really soon.
Yeah,
like end of the season, better one to come.
I hope so.
Luke, you can have one cheat meal. You can have one cheat meal on me. I'll get the blame from Russ. It's fine. What are you going for? And you can eat as many calories as you like, my friend. What are you going for?
It's got to be a Chinese.
Do you know what? Hebo said that. He was like, I'm having a Chinese. To which I replied with, where I live in Wales, the best Chinese in Wales is 2 minutes down the road. You and Hemo should come down for the weekend.
I think me and Hemo would like that.
I think you would like
that. As long as you're paying.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'll pay for you. Get us through it, mate. Oh, I'll pay for you. I did say I'd buy him a year's worth of Chinese. Then he got really excited about it. And I said, only one meal. Sorry, only one meal. I got excited. So
but I'll take the one meal.
Yeah, take the one meal. Do that, my friend. So, all right. So this is where it gets a bit daft now. It's going to get dafter and dafter, this interview, but it's fine. You're doing really well, by the way, Luke. Well done. Thank you.
Yes.
Which player would you choose to go on a night out with?
That's tough, you know, because just one player.
Yep.
That's tough because I'm close with pretty much the whole squad. Well, the whole squad.
So you want the whole squad to come with you on a night out?
Tough. If I narrowed it down to maybe two.
Yeah. Okay, we'll let you two. Two's fine.
Right, I'm going to go Palms. Tom Palmer.
Okay.
And
yeah, but is that because you're goalkeeper friends?
Yeah, well, yeah, but we're close as well. So I'll go Palms.
Yeah.
And I'll go Mark Carrington.
Man like Cara.
We're tired. Yeah, we'll spend pretty much every second of every day with each other for nearly 12 months.
When you signed for Harriers, were there any players that you played with before or that you knew? Because it's one of those, like you were saying earlier, it's one of those, it's a roundabout, you know, and you come and go and stuff. And there's always, during, like on Saturdays, you generally see there's probably about 3 or 4 ex-Kidderminster Harriers players who have scored for their team. Yeah. So I'm just wondering if that was the same, if you knew anything.
Yeah. I played with Amari Morgan-Smith at York and Keith Lowe at Macclesfield. At the time when I signed, we had Colby Arthur, who I played at Macclesfield with.
Yeah.
Lewis Montrose, I knew through a friend.
Yeah.
And I played against the gaffer.
How was that?
He really remembers, but I played against him.
Yeah.
And now that was it. And then this year, I played with Cara before at Wrexham.
Yeah.
Obviously, Lowy and Moggs, they're still here. Yeah, I think that's it. When I signed, I'd played with 3 lads.
Yeah.
Obi, Moggs and Lowy.
That's fine. That's cool. So the dressing room is an amazing place to be, as you've said.
Yeah.
You put it down to the people. My question is, do you think this squad can get us promoted?
Yeah. I do, yeah. I do. We've got something different. There's a different feel around the place. My
next question is, why did we lose 2-1 at the bottom of the league then?
There's no excuses. Obviously, we're going to lose a couple of games here and there.
And you know what? I knew, but I would have put money on the fact we'd have lost to. I would have put money onto the fact we'd lost to those guys. Absolutely, 100%.
Did you see the pitch?
Yeah, I heard it was horrendous. 2 of my friends were there actually. In fact, probably loads of them, but 2 of my good friends were there, and they said the pitch was awful, the referee was awful. I'm saying that as a fan. Yeah, and you know,
whirling wind and stuff. But look, there's no excuses. should have come away with something. We should have won. But like I say, we're not going to win every single game because it's a tough league, and
exactly.
You know, they're bottom of the league, but they're not bad. They're not like horrific. They're not a horrific team, and obviously on the day we wasn't at our absolute best, and obviously there was other little factors with the pitch and the swirling wind all over the place and what have you. But like I say, it's no excuses. We're still disappointed to not come away with anything from the game.
So how much difference do the fans make, do you think?
Huge.
When they're singing that Kiddie are massive everywhere they go, are they making a big difference?
Mate, huge.
Really?
Huge. Not just to us. Not just to us, because we know we've got their backing and their support with it.
Yeah.
But to the opposition, in this league especially, you imagine like you're playing against a Farsley. I know it didn't work this weekend, but for an example, you know, players who were playing in front of 500 people sometimes, but then they come to Kiddie, or we go to them and we bring in 800, for instance, like the Telford game. Yeah, we're outnumbering places where we'll go into Farsley and our fans are outnumbering them. It puts them on eggshells, really. It's going to make them nervous. They're not used to playing in front of a bigger crowd and a large crowd and stuff. But we go to Curzon, we go to Farsley, and we're outnumbering them in fans. It makes it unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Now, it's not always been that way, Luke. I've supported Harriers for like 31 years, and I can tell you it's not always been that way. But what I would put this down to is the fact that the Harriers fans can see the team giving their all and wanting it. And in times, there hasn't been that. It hasn't. And there's a connection between the team and the fans. So what do you think? Do you think that's correct?
Definitely, yeah. Definitely. You know, at the end of each game, win, lose, or draw, we always go and show our appreciation in whatever way we can show our appreciation to them.
Yeah. Money, signed shirts, all that kind of stuff.
Just in any way, yeah.
Anyway, Chinese. Someone's giving out Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese.
It's absolutely beautiful. So I've got an exclusive. I'm interviewing Russ next week. Is there anything you want me to say to him? Like, by the way, Luke Simpson's really nice. He probably needs a pay rise. Do you want me to say something like that?
You can try it. You can try it for me.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah. Also, he's fed up with driving and all that kind of travel. Is there any chance you could buy him a house down here, which you could use for the games and stuff? Is that possible? Yeah.
I actually quite like it. You know, especially in the winter, you're driving down the M6 with your pals, and the sun's rising in front of you. It's beautiful.
That's sweet, man. That reminds me of when I was in Cyprus doing the breakfast show in Cyprus on the radio. Yeah, the sun used to rise when I was driving in, but it was a different sun. It was a different sun, I think.
I was just going to say, Cyprus is a little bit different than the M6 at Stoke, isn't it?
Yeah, and not much though, not much. They've still got lovely views. So yeah, right. Now I told you during the week that I said, what do you want from the interview? And you were like, it's the chance for the fans to get to know the players. And I said, yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you so much. Very mature attitude. I love that. And I said, do you want me to ask you some questions? And you were like, yes. So here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Right. So I put the post up, the safest hands in Worcester. By the way, have you got training tomorrow?
Am I training tomorrow?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the next time you walk into training, walk in there and say, listen, guys, sorry, can I just get everyone in a circle, get everyone in? Yeah, so my new name is Safe Hands, so call me Safe Hands from now on. No Luke, Safe Hands. Is that okay?
Okay.
They're perfect. Right, so the questions. First one. Luke Simpson, this is from Mark Young. What do you think about the pedestrianisation of Norwich City Centre?
Yeah. He's got me there.
I think it's an Alan Partridge quote. Don't worry about that. Right. Okay. So the next one, actually, this is a story to this. Do you know John Wenham, the kit man?
I know, yeah.
You know John. Yeah. Right. Okay. So anyway, when I put that you were going to be on, my good friend John Smith then created a poll, and then John wrote, Who do you think should be the next interview on the hotline? Kitman John Wenham or goalkeeper Luke Simpson? Now, I've got to be honest, you lost that one, but you won. You're on.
To be fair, it'd probably been a better interview with John, but he did send me this, and he was very proud that it beat me in the poll.
Oh, really? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I didn't know that.
He was very happy with himself.
Yeah. So I bet he was. I'm going to get him on. Probably.
I think you should get him on.
Definitely, I'll get him on, Luke. It's fine. Right. Okay. So the next question was, hi, Luke. This is from Glyn. Glyn has been to over 400 football grounds, by the way, just to let you know. Right. How amazing is that, right? He goes to Harriers, Villa, and Rangers. Those are his teams. Yeah, Glasgow Rangers. He's always up there. I don't know how he affords it, but there you go. Quality. Yeah, I know. He says, hi, Luke. Why are you here after coming second in the poll to people's favourite John Wenham?
To be honest with you, Glenn, I'm not sure.
Okay. Sure. And then John wrote, the Housewives' favourite kit man. Now, is that true? Do you reckon?
The Housewives?
Yeah, the Housewives' favourite kit man.
He does do a good job, so yeah, I'd probably say so, yeah.
Yeah. Do you reckon he uses dads?
Get a lot of mud off them yellow kits.
Wow, yeah, I bet he does. Let's quickly move on to Tim. Tim says, who invented the skip? No idea. No idea. I don't know.
Don't know.
And Ollie says, which West Ham player was the longest in the shower? Now, we heard in the papers that, in the press, that the West Ham guys were showering in the Harriers block as well. Is that true?
Pretty much, yeah. Fair, we were getting ready to go in the shower. A couple were already in. And in walks Declan Rice and Creswell. And we had a shower with them, yeah.
Well, that must have been a lovely experience. One that I bet you didn't think at the beginning of the season you'd be having to share in a shower with Declan Rice.
No, probably not. No. What a great guy, though.
Really?
He
broke my heart, mate. He broke my heart. I'm not sure.
He broke mine as well.
I'm not sure that I
was keeping a clean sheet. I was on target to keep a clean sheet against West Ham. The FA Cup, so he broke my heart. But to be fair to him, he was a proper top guy, as they all were.
First off, we were amazing. Alan Shearer even said we were better than West Ham. So
yeah, to be fair, mate, I thought for 91 minutes, we was amazing.
I know.
I
know. It's terrible, isn't it? It's absolutely terrible. Yeah. So, but that's football. Football is what it's like. Gate says the weekend. Are you ready? Is the team ready to bounce back?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We've been back in, so we're ready to go.
What did Russ say after you lost 2-1? What did Russ say? I can't imagine he'd have got very angry. What did he say?
Well, obviously he weren't too happy, but none of us were. It's not a good result. It's not nice losing, and we've got a good habit of winning. So we want to try and win every game, but we understand that it's not possible to win every game. Really, I know it's been done a couple of times in history.
Yeah,
with Arsenal and stuff, but we're gonna go and win the next 15. And that's the plan.
Absolutely.
And see where that takes us.
That'll take us to the promised land, mate, if that were to happen. Yeah. So that Gate said that is a 6-pointer if ever there was a 6-pointer. I think, and I think. Do you know what? It might be a blessing we lost to Farsley because it might give us a kick up the arse that we need for the next one. You know, I think it's more important. Farsley, unfortunately, it is. That's a 6-pointer, I think.
Yeah.
So
I think it's to be fair. Every game really at this sort of stage is a 6-pointer, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, and we don't get really up from one game more than we would for the next, and. Obviously, if it's not a positive result, we don't get too down. If it's a positive result, we don't get too up. It's going to be tough, but it's going to be tougher for them to come and to beat us. So we're ready for it, yeah.
Last question: who do you think is the best player at the club? Is there one person? Now I know I know exactly what you're going to say. You're going to say we're all amazing, we're all the best, and we all work for each other. But is there? I said this to Hemo, and he was like, "No, I can't." I said, "You can," and he went, "Yeah, I can." Callum and I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Why?"
Who do you say?
He said, "Callum," and I said, "Why Callum?" And he said, "Because he just runs. He's just a bunny. He just doesn't stop running."
Oh, Caleb.
Caleb, yeah, sorry, Caleb. Yeah, he just keeps on going. He doesn't stop.
So he's so consistent.
Yeah,
so consistent. It's top. But I don't think I could sing. Honestly, I don't think I could single one person out because everybody is very good at their own aspects. Like you look through the whole team, you've got the wing backs. Any wing back that plays, like the engine, the delivery, the defending. You got any centre half that plays. The clearances, the blocks, the positional. Your centre mids, the same. You got the lads up top, Mars, who can stick a free kick in the top corner from 40 yards out. Then you got Hemo, who's whipping in, assisting, scoring. Morgs, who runs all day. Yeah. Sammy runs all day. So that I don't think you could pick a singular person out, because you could say, I don't know, Sammy, but then Caleb at the left back is just as good and just as important as Penny on the right back, as Sammy up top, as the boys at centre half, the boys at centre. Do you know what I mean? So I couldn't really single one person out, to be honest.
From this interview, I've got one more question actually. From this interview, I can tell that you're loving life at Kidderminster Harriers, and for that we are so, as fans, we're so grateful that you're loving it and that you're giving it your all the time and enjoying the sunrise in Stoke, which is
on the M6.
The M6, yeah. So this is my last question. A couple of Harriers players were spotted in the North Stand at a game. One of them was singing as well. What did you make of that?
That's brilliant, isn't it? That's not forced either. Like they didn't get asked to go over. They could have sat next to the dugout and stayed there. But the buzz around the place, I think people just want to the lads just want to get involved.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And if you're not playing, or you're injured, or you're carrying a niggle or whatever, and you're not in the squad, I think people just want to get
They just want to be there. They just got to be there, man. So would you sing a song? Would you lead a song?
Where?
At Harriers in the North Stand. If they're like, if they're like, Luke, sing us a song, Lukey, sing us a song. What are you singing?
It's got to be Kiddie a Massive, hasn't it?
Everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go. I don't know why G went for the Camel song. It's a good song, but it's got to be Kiddie a Massive. You're singing it in your own head while the game's playing.
You just got that. Oh, Luke Simpson, thank you so much for joining us at Harriers Hotline. That was brilliant. You thank you so much.
My pleasure, mate. Thank you for having me.